everyone. This is Sam Create the Heart, and I'm back to share a class that I took with Altenew. So this was sort of a celebration of their 11th year anniversary, and it had its own little kit, and I guess I was just in an impulsive mood and I bought it. So I finally got around to doing the class. I believe I got this in April, but I just am in summer mode, so a couple things for my goals is to, of course, clean up my craft room, which I cleaned up and now it's a disaster, and to craft like crazy, but also to catch up on a lot of projects that I've got going on. So let's go into a little bit over the kit, and then I'll show you the cards that we made. So we did get a very large jar of their brand new Shimmer Relief Paste. So this is a great product. It does remind me a little bit of Nouveau Mousse, so I am afraid of it drying up really quickly. So I'll try and use this as much as I can this summer before it dries up, because I have a feeling that this will dry up. But it's very pretty, and you'll get to see it on some cards, so you have an idea of kind of what it looks like. And then, let's see, let's get into the rest of it. So we also got a thin, slim grip sticky mat. So this is very thin, but I was able to use it. It didn't stick that well, not as well as their regular sticky mat, or the one from, I think one from Waffle Flower I actually like better. And then, let's see, we also got the Lattice Blossom stencil. This is like a real basic stencil, but I really liked it a lot. I feel like I have something like this. I probably do. And then I'm using my, gosh, I was this many years old when I discovered that you could cut the top of your packaging to easily pull out your product rather than struggling with that tape at the bottom. It's like a game changer. And then we got this, which is the Floral Cameo 3D embossing folder. It's really, really pretty. And there is a matching stencil, and then there's also a matching die, this Floral Cameo die. And then we also got this die as well, which is 2 pieces. So one piece will cut all of these blossoms and leaves, and then the other one will cut out an oval. So that one's a great product. And then we got the Enchanted Roses stamp set along with the die. Now, I did not use the die at all for the roses, but I did use it quite a bit for the sentiments, which I really liked a lot. So I'm going to have to try this out and cut the roses out using the die and see how that looks. But you get an idea of the projects we made. And I really liked the projects because I felt like they really utilized this kit really well. So the first class, we used that, it's called a no waste die, I guess. But we used that blossom die, and I might have to glue that down a little bit. And so we made a 5x5 card, and this one was a really easy one. I really liked it. We did some ink blending, and then we used another piece of paper to cut the blossoms out 2 ways, and then we put it on top of the paper that we had ink blended so that the ink blending shows through. So I think it's very, very pretty. And then this one right here, we kind of made a funky oval using some watercolor paint. I used the watercolor paint from Picket Fence Studios, and so we ink blended some flowers, and then we had cut it out first, and then we ink blended flowers. Actually, the flowers that were cut out of here, we used here to make sort of this wreath style card. And I did some splatter. And then the next class, we used those roses in a couple different ways. So this first way, we just used it as a very simple background with like a light colored ink. And then we gold embossed focusing just on the roses in gold on colored cardstock, and then we cut all of those out. Fussy cut the roses out and then created this card. And I didn't have the colors that they used. I just used sort of the leftover pieces that I had from the Spellbinders Weekender kit. And so I think we had some paper that I had gotten from doing the Kit and Caboodle Spellbinders. They gave me a little sampling of their new cardstock. So that's what I used. I love that. And then the other card we made is a shaker. And we again just kind of did a soft, you know, we put down that rose as a background in sort of a soft color. And then we just made a shaker with it. And we use that oval die. So very pretty. And then let's see, the third class. Let's see, the third class was, I think it was this one. So we use that gold relief paste with that stencil, and then we just cut out a cameo and colored it in using the stencil. And then this one, we used 3D stencil, and then we colored it in, and then we did a little bit of gold relief, just trying to focus on just the little dots, which I didn't do a really great job on that, but just to give you an idea. And then I only made 3. There was 4 cards, but the third card was kind of a little plain, and I didn't love it. So I just ended up not making that one, and actually it didn't come out very good. But what we did was we used that gold relief paste on colored cardstock with the stencil, and then we cut it out using the oval die, and then we just cut out one of the 3D embossed images and left it white, which I really like. It looks really pretty. Kind of elegant. And then I put a sentiment on there. And then this one just uses the gold oval, which I had left over from another project. And again, we used another one of the, just the white 3D image that we cut out with the cameo die. And we use that roses just as a background. So we didn't color them in or anything like that. And then another way that we used it is we just did a tone on tone on colored cardstock and just put a sentiment. So super easy, clean and simple cards. Kind of fun, you know, just something different to do. I think the cards came out great, and it was kind of fun to use some different products and try out some different techniques. And so I feel good about completing another class. Almost caught up. So we'll see how that goes. And thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy Creating the Hearts.